Did you know that there are fruits that are not only delicious, but also completely safe for diabetics? Are you or someone living with diabetes, but still want to enjoy natural sweetness every day? Then this video is for you. Diabetes doesn't mean you have to give up all fruit. On the contrary, many fruits have a low glycemic index, are rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, and are perfectly suitable to include in your daily diet. In today's video, we will explore the top 10 safest fruits for diabetics, along with practical tips on how to enjoy their benefits without causing a spike in blood sugar. 1. Apple. Apples are a familiar fruit, present in almost every family. Its slightly sweet, crunchy, and refreshing taste makes it a favorite of many people, especially when eaten with the skin. An apple in the morning or mid-afternoon can satisfy hunger without causing a sudden spike in blood sugar. Why is it safe for diabetics? It is worth noting that apples have a low glycemic index, around 38, meaning that when eating apples, blood sugar will increase more slowly and steadily than many other fruits. In addition, apples contain pectin, a type of soluble fiber, which helps slow the absorption of sugar from food into the blood, while reducing bad cholesterol, very good for the heart, which is a problem that often comes with diabetes. Positive effects. Regularly eating apples helps control cravings, an important factor in maintaining stable blood sugar levels. In addition, antioxidants in apples such as quercetin and catechin also help fight inflammation and protect pancreatic cells where insulin is produced. The digestive system is also effectively supported thanks to abundant fiber, helping to reduce constipation, a common problem in diabetics. Advice. If possible, eat apples with the skin on. That's where most of the antioxidants and fiber are. However, wash them thoroughly or choose organic apples to avoid pesticide residues. Avoid apple juice. Although convenient, it removes all the fiber and can cause blood sugar to spike rapidly. For diabetics, eating one small to medium apple a day is enough. Delicious, good for health without worrying about sugar overload. 2. Blueberries. Blueberries, small, dark purple fruits, are not only visually appealing, but also famous for their sweet, easy-to-eat taste. Often found in yogurt, oatmeal, or desserts, blueberries are a favorite choice for those who care about their health. Blueberries have a glycemic index of around 53, which is still safe for diabetics, especially when eaten in moderation. But what's even more special is that anthocyanin, the natural pigment that gives blueberries their deep purple color, has been scientifically proven to increase insulin sensitivity and aid glucose metabolism. This is extremely good news for those living with type 2 diabetes. Not only do blueberries help control blood sugar, they are also powerful anti-inflammatory fighters. Chronic inflammation is a factor that aggravates diabetes, and blueberries, thanks to their antioxidant content, can help calm it down. They also support heart health and protect cells from free radical damage. Eating about 75 grams per day is ideal, just enough to get the benefits without worrying about increasing your sugar intake. Blueberries can be combined with unsweetened yogurt, oatmeal, or smoothies, but avoid adding sugar or condensed milk. Canned blueberries in syrup should not be used because the sugar content is very high and loses the original benefits. Have you ever eaten blueberries? Comment. Number 2, if this is your favorite fruit or you use it regularly. 3. Grapefruit. Grapefruit, a slightly sour, fragrant fruit with thick skin and juicy segments, always appears in the breakfast of many families. The light sour taste and characteristic aroma help stimulate the taste buds, creating a refreshing and pleasant feeling. Grapefruit is not only delicious, but also very beneficial for health, especially for those living with diabetes. Grapefruit has an extremely low glycemic index of around 25, which means that when eaten, it does not cause a rapid or sudden rise in blood sugar levels, which is important for diabetes management. Additionally, grapefruit is a rich source of vitamin C, which helps boost the immune system and aids wound healing. This is especially important for people with diabetes, who are prone to problems with slow wound healing. One of the most notable benefits of grapefruit for people with diabetes is its ability to aid in weight control. Grapefruit helps control appetite and can help reduce calorie intake throughout the day. In addition, grapefruit also helps reduce insulin resistance, a common problem in people with diabetes, helping the body use insulin more effectively, thereby stabilizing blood sugar and reducing the risk of diabetes complications. Eating grapefruit in the morning is the best choice because at this time, the body can easily absorb nutrients from grapefruit and stimulate metabolism. Although grapefruit is very good, you should note that if you are taking cholesterol-lowering drugs such as statins, consult your doctor before eating grapefruit. Grapefruit can interact with some drugs and increase side effects. You can eat fresh grapefruit or add it to salads, light desserts. If you like, you can squeeze grapefruit juice, but remember not to add sugar. 4. Pear. Pears are soft, juicy fruits with a mild, pleasant sweetness. When bitten in two, they feel cool and refreshing, especially on hot days. Pears are often eaten as a natural dessert or as a mid-morning snack without the need for elaborate preparation. Pears have a low average glycemic index 38, meaning that despite their natural sweetness, pears are safe for diabetics if eaten properly. In addition, pears contain a lot of soluble and insoluble fiber, especially in the skin, which helps slow down the absorption of sugar into the blood. This helps control blood sugar more effectively after each meal. The fiber in pears not only helps stabilize blood sugar, but also creates a feeling of fullness for a long time, thereby helping diabetics control their weight, a key factor in maintaining health. In addition, the abundant water content in pears also helps limit dehydration and constipation, which are common problems in older diabetics. Choose pears that are just ripe enough, with a slight crunch, as overripe pears will have a higher natural sugar content. Eat the skin if possible after washing, as most of the fiber and antioxidants are found just under the skin. Avoid canned or canned pears, as these often contain refined sugars and preservatives, which can cause blood sugar spikes. 5. Kiwi. Kiwis may look rough on the outside, but inside they are a nutritional treasure. Their slightly sweet and sour, cool and refreshing taste makes kiwis a favorite dessert for many people. The emerald green flesh dotted with tiny seeds is not only beautiful to look at, but also has many health benefits. Kiwi has a low glycemic index of about 50, which is very suitable for diabetics because it does not cause a sudden increase in blood sugar. In particular, kiwi contains a lot of fiber, especially if you eat the seeds, which helps slow down the digestion and absorption of sugar. In addition, kiwi is rich in vitamin C and potassium, supporting the immune system and helping to balance blood pressure, an important factor in controlling diabetes complications. Not only does kiwi help stabilize blood sugar, it also has strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, helping to protect the cardiovascular system, which is very susceptible to damage in people with diabetes. In addition, kiwi also supports the digestive process thanks to a natural enzyme called actinidin, which helps the body absorb nutrients better and reduces the feeling of fullness. Eating 1-2 kiwis a day is reasonable, not much, but regularity will bring positive effects. Keep the seeds when eating because they are a valuable source of fiber. You can eat kiwis fresh, add them to salads, mix them with unsweetened yogurt, or make juice no added sugar. If you have a sensitive stomach, eat kiwis after your main meal to avoid feeling upset stomach due to the slight acidity of the fruit. 6. Strawberries. With their small shape, eye-catching bright red color, and sweet aroma, always evoke a feeling of freshness and pleasantness. Sweet and slightly sour, easy to eat raw or used as a topping for yogurt, oatmeal, or simply washed and ready to enjoy. Strawberries have a very low glycemic index 41, making them one of the safest fruits for diabetics. Additionally, strawberries are rich in antioxidants, especially anthocyanins and ellagic acid, which can reduce postprandial blood sugar response and help improve insulin sensitivity, a key factor in diabetes management. Strawberries not only help limit the increase in blood sugar after meals, but also protect blood vessels, reduce the risk of inflammation and oxidation, the leading causes of diabetes complications such as cardiovascular disease and nerve damage. In addition, this fruit also helps cool the body, aids digestion, and brings a pleasant feeling after eating. Prioritize choosing fresh strawberries, not processed or soaked in sugar. Strawberries soaked in sugar or syrup, although delicious, contain a very high amount of sugar, which is not good for people with diabetes. You can combine strawberries with unsweetened yogurt, green salad, or make smoothies, but always remember, no added sugar. When buying, choose strawberries that are naturally ripe, not too soft because overripe strawberries can contain a higher amount of sugar than normal. 7. Orange. Oranges are a familiar fruit, easy to peel, slightly sweet, juicy, and always bring a fresh, pleasant feeling. An orange segment in the morning or after a snack not only quenches thirst, but also creates a feeling of natural refreshment and relaxation. Oranges have a glycemic index of around 40, which is relatively low, meaning that when eaten properly, they do not cause a sudden spike in blood sugar. Additionally, oranges are rich in vitamin C, which helps boost the immune system, which is extremely important for people with diabetes, as they are prone to inflammation and infection. In particular, oranges also contain folate vitamin B9, which supports metabolism and protects cardiovascular health, one of the organ systems most vulnerable to long-term diabetes. Oranges not only help reduce inflammation, but also provide natural antioxidants, which help slow down cell damage. In addition, eating whole oranges will provide more fiber, helping to stabilize blood sugar after meals and limit snacking, a big problem for people with diabetes. Prefer eating whole oranges instead of drinking juice because when squeezed, most of the fiber is removed and the amount of sugar absorbed into the blood will be faster. Should be eaten in the morning or mid-morning to avoid acid accumulation in the evening affecting the stomach. If you want to make orange juice, keep the segments, do not add sugar, and only drink small amounts, about cup at a time. Do not eat oranges immediately after taking antacids or iron supplements because it can affect absorption. 8. Peach. Peaches are a fruit with a light aroma, natural sweetness, soft flesh, and easy to eat, especially attractive in the summer. Biting into a ripe peach, you can feel the juiciness and coolness, very suitable for people who love fruit but need to control blood sugar. Peaches have a low glycemic index 42, which means they don't cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, as long as they're eaten in moderation. They also contain vitamin A and vitamin C, two important micronutrients that help improve skin and eye health and boost immunity, especially important for people with diabetes who are prone to cell damage and premature aging. In addition, the fiber in peaches helps control blood sugar after meals, and the natural phenolic compounds in the fruit help reduce inflammation and improve metabolism. Eating peaches properly can help improve metabolism, increase skin elasticity, and protect the retina, which is susceptible to the negative effects of prolonged high blood sugar. Moreover, the soft, sweet taste of peaches can help reduce cravings for sweets, contributing to maintaining a healthy diet. Choose fresh peaches because canned or syrup-soaked peaches often contain very high levels of refined sugar, which can easily cause blood sugar to spike. Eat when the fruit is just ripe at this time. The natural sugar content is stable, and the vitamin content is highest. Wash the skin and eat the skin if possible, because the peach skin contains many antioxidants and fiber. Avoid using peach products such as peach pie, peach jam, bottled juice, because they often contain added sugar or sweeteners. 9. Cherry. Small, smooth, dark red to deep purple, a fruit that is small but mighty. Sweet, slightly sour, easy to eat. No need to peel or prepare. Just wash and enjoy, very convenient for a light meal or a refreshing dessert. Cherries have an extremely low glycemic index, 20 lower than most other fruits. This means that cherries release sugar into the bloodstream very slowly, helping to stabilize blood sugar over the long term. In addition, cherries are especially rich in anthocyanins, natural anti-inflammatory substances that help improve insulin sensitivity, thereby helping to reduce the risk of diabetes complications such as cardiovascular, neurological, and retinal. In addition to helping stabilize blood sugar, cherries also reduce chronic inflammation, helping to protect pancreatic cells, the organ that produces insulin. For those who often suffer from insomnia, a common condition in people with diabetes, cherries also provide natural support, thanks to the melatonin they contain, which helps regulate sleep better. A rested mind also contributes to more effective blood sugar control. Eat about 12-15 cherries at a time, which is a suitable portion, just enough to absorb nutrients without causing a sugar overload. Do not eat cherries in jam, dried, or syrup form, as these often contain very high levels of added sugar. Prioritize choosing dark-colored fresh cherries, because the darker the fruit, the richer in anthocyanins. Can be eaten directly, combined with unsweetened yogurt, or added to fruit salad, both delicious and good for your health. 10. Pomegranate. Pomegranate is a special fruit with red, shiny, and plump seeds inside a thick shell. When you bite into each seed, you'll feel a slightly sweet and sour, cool, and refreshing taste. This fruit is not only delicious, but also rich in symbolic meaning for life and health in many cultures. Pomegranate has a low glycemic index, 35, suitable for people who need to control their blood sugar. What's special is that this fruit is rich in polyphenols, including punicalagin and anthocyanin, compounds with powerful antioxidant properties, helping to protect the heart, reduce inflammation, and improve blood vessel function, all of which are key factors in preventing diabetic complications. Studies show that eating pomegranates regularly can help stabilize blood pressure, improve blood lipids, and reduce the risk of atherosclerosis, which are common risks in people with diabetes. Not only that, the amount of fiber in pomegranate seeds also helps control blood sugar after meals, while creating a feeling of fullness for a long time, limiting unhealthy snacking. Eat fresh pomegranate seeds instead of drinking the juice, as juicing removes the fiber and can increase your sugar intake more quickly. Add pomegranate seeds to salads, oatmeal, unsweetened yogurt, or eat them alone as a light dessert. Avoid bottled pomegranate juice or pomegranate syrup, as they often contain added sugar and preservatives. If you want to preserve them for a long time, you can peel the seeds, put them in a container, and freeze them, taking out a little at a time to use gradually while still retaining the nutrients. Which of these fruits have you eaten? Comment below which one is your favorite or what fruit you eat every day. If you find the video useful, don't forget to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next health videos. Living with diabetes doesn't mean giving up all sweet things. With the right choices, you can still enjoy fruit every day while still effectively controlling your blood sugar. Remember, it's all about knowing your body, eating right, and maintaining balance. Thank you for watching the video to the end. Please like and share this video with your loved ones if you find it useful. And don't forget to leave comments and suggestions so we can continue to improve the content.